Hello, boys and girls. This is in concern to pages 178, 182, parallel and perpendicular lines, section 4.4. So a few highlights here. So first of all, parallel. Two lines are going to be parallel. There's a line. There's a line. This means they're parallel. This means that no matter how long they continue, they will never intersect with one another. If two lines are perpendicular, so for instance here and here, and this is a right angle, and this is a right angle, right angle, right angle. These two lines are perpendicular, and we use that to say that they're perpendicular. So for instance, line 1 and line 2. Line 1, line 2 are perpendicular. If this is line 1 and this is line 2. Okay. What else do I want to tell you? Again, they use in the book gradient. Gradient is the same as slope. What else do we know? Well, we know that if we have two lines, so let's say we have one line, y equals 5x plus 3, a line that, and you're asked to give a line that's parallel to this, it would be y equals 5x, and as long as you say something here other than plus 3, then you're good to go. So you could say plus 7, you could say plus 1/7 minus 6.23, whatever you like. You could even just say, yeah, whatever else it is that you like. Okay, so if you have a line, let's take the same line here, and you're asked to find one that is perpendicular to this. Well, perpendicular lines, one of the properties is that if two lines are perpendicular to one another, then the slopes, the product of the slopes is equal to -1. So that means, for instance, 5 times something is equal to -1. So it's going to be 5 times -1/5 is equal to -1. And so the way that we say this is that these two are negative reciprocals of one another. What does that mean? That means when they multiply together, you get -1. So let's say I had a slope that wasn't 5. Let's say the slope was -1/6. Well, perpendicular to that then would be 6. Why? Because -1/6 and 6 is -1. Okay. So in this case, well, we already know if I was to write another line that's perpendicular to this, this would be y equals -1/5x. You know, go with whatever we want here. Okay. So as long as the slopes, the product of the slopes is equal to -1, so take this number, multiply them together, you get -1, you're good to go. So let's look at, this is 4G 1A, so I think this is page 183, 1A, page 183, so I'll do the first one for you. Y is equal to -x plus 6. And I think what I'm supposed to do here is find the gradient of a line which is parallel, okay, which is parallel to this. So that's just going to be y equals -x. Same slope, and the slope here, the gradient here, by the way, is -1 plus 12. There we go. Okay, and then let's do 2a. 2a, find the gradient, which means slope, which means steepness, of a line which is perpendicular to each of the following lines. And we have y equals -3x plus 11, y is equal to -3x plus 11. And perpendicular to this is going to be y is equal to 1/3 x plus 12. Okay, 1/3 x. There we go. That's the important part there, that you have negative, this is a negative reciprocal of this one, and that you multiply these together and you get -1. I hope this is of help. I will put some videos in our links as well that could be helpful.